Environmental news in the 21st century is often an awful lot of doom and gloom. And if I told you that I work on a small vulnerable native species in an area invaded by a large aggressive predator, you might imagine this is another sad story. But please listen on. I've been working in Addo Elephant National Park, not with the elephants or the rhinos or any of the other big charismatic species, but with the little fishes in the small streams within the park. In particular, the Eastern Cape redfin. Well, why might you be interested in the Eastern Cape redfin? Well, as the name suggests, it's endemic to this region. But it's also interesting because within each individual stream, within the catchment, there is a genetically unique population of redfins. So it's rare, it's endemic, and it's a really valuable part of our local native biodiversity. But it's also a species under threat, and the threat is the American largemouth bass, an invasive predator that will happily consume the native redfins. In 2019, I surveyed the streams within the park. I say streams, actually after an extended period of drought, they were more a series of dry stream bed and pools. As unfortunately predicted, within some of these pools there was largemouth bass and nothing else. But in some of these pools where the bass were absent, there were healthy, thriving populations of redfin. So, despite these huge pressures, an aggressive predator and an extreme drought, these little fish were surviving and thriving. And when I look back at historic records, I found that this was the same for an excess of a period of 10 years. Well, why does this matter? Well, outside of Addo Elephant Park, the threats to rivers and streams across the globe are very similar. Climate change, more droughts, more extreme weather. Increased globalisation, trade and travel, leading to the increased spread of non-native invasive species, and habitat destruction. Except within Addo, the streams are protected. They are healthy. They are not damaged. And because of such, they have the physical heterogeneity to offer refuges from the other threats to the fish within these catchments. So despite the odds against them, they survive. And the message? Well, protecting system works. Conservation works. These fish have survived. It's not all doom and gloom.